Yo, how's it going everybody? Ray here. It's been a while since I've sat down and done a commentary like this, and for good reason. As a lot of you know, I've been a paramedic for the last 4 years, and I've been working in the oil field during that time. And the schedule, needless to say, has been pretty hectic. Typically, I'll be working 14 days on, 7 off, and it doesn't really leave a lot of room for much of anything. And you could argue, like, yeah, I could have made videos on my time off, but when you're working so much and focus on other things like saving money and investing and doing all those, all that good stuff, it leaves a little bit to be desired in terms of gaming and making YouTube content. As a lot of you also have probably noticed, my channel hasn't been super active, but also it hasn't been getting a lot of views in recent times, mostly because this channel really, in reality, has probably peaked around 2017, 2018, much like my gaming skills, but that's beside the point. And now I'm trying to get back into it. I'm not exactly sure what gameplay you're watching, probably Path of Exile or Silent Hill F. Both great games. I've been playing a bit of both recently, and I've been enjoying that. But I've also been playing a lot of Overwatch, and over the last 3 years or so, Overwatch has been my main game. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about why that is, why I moved away from TF2, and stuff like that. TF2 has been fun. It's right around the time when I made the Ray Legacy video. Is probably around the time when I kind of stopped playing, I kind of stepped back from it. And really, at the end of the day, TF2 Center was the only thing that was fun for me, playing pugs and lobbies with friends. That used to be really fun. But as a lot of you also know, TF2 Center has pretty much died out, and there's just not a lot left to do in TF2. I feel like my time has kind of come and gone. I've put in a lot of hours in that game. I've put in about 4,400 hours. And in Overwatch, currently I have about 1,400 hours, and that's just been over the last 3 years or so, and it's been really fun. I can't complain. I've had my fun with Overwatch as well, and I'd like to make more content, more Overwatch content, more frag videos. Like, those are always a lot of fun to make, particularly because it takes me a while to get all the clips put together, and once I do put them together, it's really satisfying to watch stuff back. And I did a lot of that with TF2 as well. I made a lot of frag videos, and I'm particularly proud of those because at the time, back in like 2017, 2018, I knew I'd look back on them, and here we are nearly a decade later, and I'm pretty proud of them because they kind of show what I've accomplished in TF2 and the skill level that I was able to get to. It's really funny to think back. As Funk used to say, Ray would never miss an opportunity to tell you that he's plat. And funny enough, this is a really good segue into talking a little bit about where I'm at competitively these days with these games. Funny enough, seems like I've peaked in plat in Rocket League, Overwatch, and TF2, which are all games that have quite a bit of hours racked up on my Steam. Rocket League has about 200 hours, and it's up there with, I think it's my 3rd most played game, or 4th most played game on Steam. Fun game. But in terms of Overwatch, which is the one I've most recently been playing, it's been kind of tough to get out of plat, or to even stay in plat. A lot of the times I'll get into gold, and I won't really be able to move much past gold, which is really frustrating to say the least. Right now, I'm in silver on tank, and it's difficult. It's difficult to rank up in these games, and I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm 26 now, as I'm getting older, it's a little bit more difficult to kind of have the same reflexes and really have the same desire to game. And so that kind of leaves me with, well, you might be asking yourself, what's that mean for the channel if you're going to not be gaming as much in the future? Or at least that's what I'm projecting. And so I think I want to definitely upload more, but it might not be all gaming videos. It might be some commentaries, maybe over gaming, but maybe about other stuff like investing, which I've gone really into over the last 3 years. Crypto and investing and stuff like that has been kind of my area of focus alongside work, because I'm working so much in oil and gas. I sort of figured I got to figure out a way to invest my money and put it somewhere, and maybe we can talk about that in another video, because there's a lot to say about that as well, and there's a lot of good videos out there on YouTube as well, but I thought I could provide some insight on stuff like that and maybe move the channel away from games and gameplay footage. Now, in terms of the channel itself, you may have noticed that over the years, the uploads have kind of dwindled, and that's mostly just because I've kind of had some writer's block and I've kind of lacked inspiration. And when I look back at my videos, I want to make sure that it's something that's really inspired and it's something that I want to watch, because if I don't want to watch what I'm putting out, I know people aren't going to want to watch it either. And so I've kind of come to a point with the channel where I want to try uploading as much as I can and as more frequently as possible, and kind of just see where it goes, because at this point it's kind of like, the way I think about it is starting the channel over in a sense, because a lot of the subscribers that have subscribed a long time ago and they might not be as active anymore. And so I would think that a lot of the people watching my videos are new, and if you are, welcome. I'm Ray and this is my channel, and I'd like to also keep uploading rambles like this because I've had a great amount of appreciation for Star across the years, and just generally relaxed rambles and commentaries. Recently I came across a video where it was some COD gameplay, and the guy was just talking about his investing journey and how he saved up 100k and he's really proud about it, and it was just over some COD gameplay, and the video was like 20 minutes long. And I thought that was really interesting because, I mean, I could do stuff like that and I'd probably make it a little bit more interesting than he did, and the video had like 20,000 views. So if I'm going to be sort of restarting the channel, reviving it, so to speak, I want to make sure that I make content that's worthwhile watching, and it's content that, maybe I would have liked to see when I was younger. And so just make that content for people. Generally, just be more active is what I'm getting at. There's another thing I wanted to mention as well, which is that in the fall, I'm going to be going back to school. I'm going to be starting my advanced care paramedic diploma, which I'm very excited about. And so around that time, uploads are probably going to dwindle down a little bit, but that's just because I'm going to be focused on school. And if anything, I'm probably going to keep uploading gameplay commentaries like this, just keep you guys in the loop, because I haven't been around much. If you guys remember, Leafy is here. When he disappeared, he kind of ended up doing the same thing where he was kind of trading and just whatever money he ended up making from YouTube. And, in my case, I haven't made any money off of YouTube, which I don't care. It's not my main source of income. But just keeping it kind of on the down low is where I've been as well. I hope you guys can understand. I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.